chosen ones. There is an energy surrounding you that words can never fully capture. The moment you step into a place, the air feels different. It is as if the atmosphere itself adjusts to your presence. Conversations slow down, eyes turn toward you, and even the silence becomes heavier. You don't need to speak. You don't need to demand attention. Your very existence demands it. This is not about the clothes you wear, the way you style your hair, or the possessions you carry. This goes deeper than appearance. This is about a vibration, a frequency, an unseen glow that your soul radiates without effort. It is your aura, and it does not belong to this ordinary world. It carries something divine, something eternal, something that cannot be imitated or copied. People sense it before they understand it. Some feel a sudden admiration, a pull, a fascination they can't explain. Others feel something different, an irritation, a restlessness, even a hidden resentment. They don't know why, but being near you awakens something inside them that they cannot control. It is not because of what you've done to them, but because of who you are. Chosen one, this is the invisible seal upon your soul. This is the mark that sets you apart from the rest. From childhood, you may have noticed it. People staring at you without reason, treating you with hostility even when you were kind, reacting to your presence as if it carried a weight they could not bear. That was not your imagination. That was the world's reaction to the frequency you carry. You are different, not because you tried to be, but because you were created to be. You carry a spiritual fire that cannot be hidden, and when that fire meets those who live in shadow, it unsettles them. They don't see the years of pain you've walked through, the struggles you've overcome, the nights you cried alone. They don't see the refining process that carved your spirit into strength. They only feel the aftermath, the glow, the peace, the silent authority that you carry. And so, they envy you. They envy your silence. They envy your presence. They envy the mystery of your being. They don't even know why, but their soul recognizes something that their mind cannot explain. Your aura is a mirror, and when they stand near you, it reflects back to them everything they are not. This is why you feel misunderstood. This is why you've often been targeted without reason. This is why your journey has never been normal. Because you are not normal. You are chosen. And if you have ever wondered why jealousy follows you like a shadow, even when you've done nothing wrong, stay with me. Because what I'm about to reveal will make you see the truth behind every strange reaction you've faced in your life. 1. The unspoken presence. Chosen ones, from the very beginning of your life, you were set apart, even before you had words to understand what that meant. You may remember moments from your childhood where you would enter a room and older people would stop talking, or children would stare at you, unsure of what they were sensing. That was not your imagination. Even as a child, your aura carried something ancient and unexplainable, a glow of spirit that marked you as different. This unspoken presence has followed you into adulthood. It is not tied to your appearance, your status, or your possessions. You could be wearing the simplest clothes, walking down the most crowded street, and yet eyes still find you. People notice you not because you are trying to be noticed, but because your very existence disturbs the normal flow of energy. Your silence speaks louder than their noise. Your stillness vibrates louder than their chaos. And though you may not see it, your aura reaches far beyond your physical body. It is like an invisible field, a living atmosphere surrounding you. When you enter a place, that field collides with the energies already there. If the space is heavy with negativity, it will become restless. If the people are hiding secrets, their hearts will race. If someone has pure intentions, they will feel comforted and drawn to you without understanding why. This is your presence. This is your invisible sermon. You have been through things that most people could not survive. Every heartbreak, every betrayal, every dark night of the soul carved more light into your being. That is why you radiate differently. That is why your eyes carry depth, why your silence carries power, why your words, even when few, land with weight. Your aura is not an accident. It is the residue of your spiritual journey, the echo of battles you have already fought and won in secret. People who have not walked your path cannot name what they feel when they are near you. Some will call it charisma. Some will call it mystery. Some will feel admiration without understanding it. Others will feel exposed, as if a light has been turned on inside them without their permission. They feel it as discomfort. They feel it as defensiveness. They feel it as jealousy. Jealousy without a clear cause. This is the power of authenticity. This is the power of a soul that has been refined. You do not wear a mask. You do not need to perform. Your energy is not a costume. It is a frequency. And that frequency exposes illusion. It stirs hidden shadows. It forces people to confront what they would rather keep buried. This is why some can't stop looking at you, and others can't stand to be near you. Chosen ones. You were never meant to blend in. You were never meant to soften yourself to make others comfortable. Even when you try to shrink, your aura still expands. Even when you try to stay quiet, your presence still speaks. It is not arrogance. It is alignment. It is not ego. It is essence. And the world senses it before it understands it. Your aura is a mirror. Those who stand near you see a reflection of themselves. The pure-hearted will see their own beauty reflected back and will love you for it. The broken-hearted will see the healing they crave reflected back and will be drawn to you for comfort. The deceitful will see their lies reflected back and will become uneasy. The jealous will see their lack reflected back and will become angry. You are not responsible for what they see. You are simply the mirror. The light you carry does not just illuminate, it transforms. Even the places you walk hold a residue of your energy. This is why people remember you long after you leave. This is why your presence lingers in their minds. They may forget your words, but they cannot forget how they felt around you. This is the unspoken presence of a chosen one. 2. Why they envy you. Jealousy toward you is rarely about the surface. It is rarely about the obvious things, your looks, your achievements, your possessions. It runs deeper. People envy what they cannot touch, what they cannot imitate, what they cannot understand. They envy your peace. They envy your ability to walk through storms and emerge with a calm they have never known. They envy the way you can stand alone and still radiate strength while they need a crowd to feel alive. You have survived things that would have destroyed them. You have rebuilt yourself from ashes more than once. Yet you walk with grace, not bitterness. You forgive when others would curse. You rise when others would stay down. This confuses them. This challenges their worldview. This makes them question their excuses. And in that questioning, envy is born. People look at you and see someone who carries a kind of freedom they secretly crave. They may have more money, more status, more attention, but they feel chained inside. You, on the other hand, carry chains that have already been broken. You carry scars that have already been healed. And that unseen freedom is louder than any title, louder than any possession. That is why they stare. That is why they whisper. That is why their envy feels so irrational. Your aura is not just a glow, it is a silent testimony. It testifies to your resilience. It testifies to your discipline. It testifies to your intimate connection with the divine. Every time you choose integrity over convenience, every time you choose compassion over revenge, every time you choose growth over comfort, your aura grows brighter, and people feel that brightness. Some are inspired by it, others are burned by it. This is why envy follows you, even when you are humble. It is not about arrogance, It is not about competition. You do not need to compete, because what you carry cannot be earned through comparison. It was forged in pain, in prayer, in nights of silence and surrender. You carry what money cannot buy, what status cannot grant, what influence cannot fake. You carry divine strength. When they see you smile after heartbreak, they envy your resilience. When they see you forgive after betrayal, they envy your spirit. When they see you walk away from drama without looking back, they envy your self-control. They do not know the cost of your peace, yet they envy the fruit of it. They do not know the weight of your calling, yet they envy the glow of it. And so, they project, they gossip, they compete with shadows. They will try to reduce you to their level, because your existence exposes the smallness of their choices, not because you intended to harm them, not because you even thought about them, but because your life is a living reminder of what they could be, if only they had the courage to walk their own path. Chosen ones, understand this. You are not being envied because of who they think you are on the outside. You are being envied because of what your soul has become on the inside. That envy is the echo of a deeper truth, that you carry something rare, something eternal, something that cannot be replicated. You are not the cause of their jealousy. You are the trigger. The cause is within them, their own wounds, their own insecurities, their own regrets. Your aura simply brings it to the surface. And that is why their reactions seem strange, inconsistent, and even irrational. But it is not your fault. It is not your burden to carry. Keep walking in your authenticity. Keep radiating your light. Keep standing in your peace. Because every envious glance is confirmation. Every whisper is proof. Every attack is evidence. You are chosen, and your aura is already doing its work. 3. The spiritual test behind envy. Chosen ones, envy is not just an emotion that people feel toward you. It is a mirror, a reflection of your spiritual impact on the world. When you walk into a place, you don't just carry your physical body. You carry your history, your resilience, your silent victories, your unshakable faith. People sense this, even if they don't have the words to explain it. Their spirits feel you before their minds can form a thought. And that is where envy begins. Envy is a spiritual signal. It is proof that the frequency you are vibrating at is no longer ordinary. Ordinary people rarely disturb the atmosphere. Ordinary people do not awaken anything inside others. But you are not ordinary. You are a spiritual fire. Your presence ignites what has been sleeping in others. It stirs both their light and their darkness. Sometimes, people will feel admiration toward you. They will see your calmness, your endurance, your quiet dignity, and they will long for it. But because they do not know how to approach you, because they do not know how to reach the level you embody, admiration turns sour. It transforms into resentment. That is not because you did something wrong. That is because their souls are conflicted. They are drawn to your light but chained to their own shadows. This is why you must understand. Their envy is not really about you. It is about them. It is their reaction to their own reflection in your light. Your aura is like a mirror, showing them what they could have been, showing them the choices they never made, showing them the courage they never claimed. That confrontation is painful for them. They do not know how to process it. So they lash out, they whisper, they roll their eyes, they compete in silence. They try to plant doubt in you, hoping you will shrink, hoping you will dim, so that they no longer feel small next to you. But you must not shrink. Shrinking will not heal their jealousy. It will only wound your own spirit. You are not chosen to blend in. You are chosen to stand out, not in arrogance, but in authenticity. You are chosen to hold the light so others can find their way, even if they hate the light at first. And remember, chosen one, Envy is not always hatred. Sometimes it is love mixed with pain. Sometimes it is longing mixed with fear. Sometimes it is people wishing they could be like you, but feeling too far gone. If you knew the full story of their hearts, you might even feel compassion for them. That is why your task is not to fight envy. Your task is to remain anchored, to remain in your divine assignment, to keep walking in your truth no matter who is watching or whispering. Envy is a test, not for them, but for you. It is a test of whether you will continue shining despite resistance. It is a test of whether you will stay humble despite admiration. It is a test of whether you will keep your heart pure even when surrounded by polluted intentions. Every time envy rises against you, it is a spiritual checkpoint. Heaven is watching. Will you stay true, or will you let bitterness corrupt your soul? The only answer is to keep shining, keep walking, keep rising, because you were chosen for this. 4. Walking with your aura. Chosen ones, your aura is not just a glow, it is an assignment. It is a living signal of divine protection, divine favor, and divine purpose. To walk with your aura is to walk with weight, with responsibility, with a constant awareness that your life is not random. You are carrying a frequency that both attracts and repels. It attracts destiny, blessings, and aligned souls. It repels lies, illusions, and hidden enemies. That is why some people appear and disappear from your life suddenly. Your aura exposes them. Your energy reveals who they really are. Walking with your aura means understanding that you don't have to defend yourself against every rumor. You don't have to prove yourself to every critic. Your energy already speaks louder than their words. The people meant for you will feel your truth. The ones not meant for you will feel discomfort and walk away. Let them walk. This is how divine filtering works. When you walk with your aura, you also walk with unseen protection. God has sealed your path. There are battles you will never see because your aura already fought them before they reached you. There are traps you will never fall into because your energy exposed them before you stepped in. This is why some people resent you even more. They see you moving forward while their plans fail. They see doors opening for you while their doors close. They cannot explain it, so they invent reasons. But the truth is simple. You are chosen, and chosen ones cannot be stopped. To walk with your aura also means to carry it with dignity. Do not use your light to shame others. Do not use your strength to crush the weak. Your aura is a gift, not a weapon to harm. It is a weapon to protect, to cut through deception, to hold space for truth. It is meant to lead you into your destiny and to show others that destiny is real. And understand this, your aura is not only for your benefit, it is for those who are quietly watching you, those who have lost hope, those who have forgotten their own light. When they see you walk with grace despite jealousy, when they see you rise despite opposition, when they see you remain kind despite being misunderstood, they remember that it is possible. They remember that God still chooses people. They remember that the light still wins. This is why you must never apologize for your presence. You must never hide your glow to make others comfortable. You must never explain your calling to people who are committed to misunderstanding you. Walking with your aura means walking with quiet confidence, knowing that you don't owe the world an explanation, you owe the world an example. Jealousy may follow you, but so does protection. Resistance may rise, but so does favor. Attacks may come, but so does victory. Your aura is proof that heaven has marked you. Every reaction you receive is evidence of your assignment, and every step you take with dignity, every time you choose peace over retaliation, every time you stay silent instead of clapping back, you grow stronger. Your aura grows brighter. Your destiny grows closer. You are not just living, you are demonstrating. You are not just surviving, you are revealing. You are not just chosen, You are trusted. And when you are trusted, you walk differently. You speak differently. You move differently. You no longer carry the need to be understood. You carry the certainty of being guided. So, chosen ones, walk with your aura. Walk with your head high, your heart pure, and your eyes on the path. Your light is your language. Your presence is your message. Your aura is your proof. 5. The hidden blessing of being envied. Every glance of jealousy, every whisper behind your back, every silent attempt to diminish you is not simply an attack. It is a confirmation. It is the universe reminding you of who you are. Chosen ones. The envy you face is not a punishment, but a proof. It is a living sign that your life carries weight, that your presence has meaning, that you are walking a path so rare it unsettles those who see it. You must understand this. Not everyone receives this kind of reaction. Ordinary lives do not stir this kind of disturbance. Ordinary energies do not pull up hidden insecurities in others. Ordinary souls are not resisted at this level. The fact that people envy you without a clear reason means you are operating at a frequency their minds cannot decode. You have stepped into a spiritual field where your very being is a message, and that message does not sit comfortably with those who are unprepared to hear it. Each jealous look, each cold shoulder, each rumor is like a stamp, a seal of recognition from the unseen. It is a way of life telling you, yes, you are marked. Yes, you are chosen. Yes, you are carrying something uncommon. And this is where the hidden blessing lies. Envy reveals your impact. It exposes your light. It confirms your calling. The stronger your aura becomes, the more it will cause dormant energies around you to rise. Some of those energies will be beautiful. Admiration, respect, loyalty. Others will be twisted, jealousy, gossip, sabotage. But all of them are indicators of your level. Even the twisted reactions serve you, because they show you who cannot walk with you into your next season. They show you where to set your boundaries. They reveal who is real and who is not. This is why you must shift your perspective. Stop seeing envy as a curse. Start seeing it as a crown. It sits on your head not to weigh you down, but to lift you up. It is heavy because it is royal. It is uncomfortable because it is rare. When you start to view jealousy this way, you will stop shrinking. You will stop apologizing for your blessings. You will stop dimming your glow to make others feel safe. Instead, you will wear your crown with dignity, knowing that it was given to you for a reason. You were not chosen to live unnoticed. You were not chosen to exist quietly while carrying greatness inside. You were chosen to disrupt. You were chosen to awaken. You were chosen to embody a higher standard of living that shakes illusions around you. That's why your blessings often feel bigger than you think you deserve. That's why your protection feels stronger than what makes sense. That's why your presence feels heavier than the room you're in. All of this is part of the same assignment. And this is the deeper secret. Jealousy in others is also a test for them. It is a mirror for their own growth. Some will overcome it and become your allies because your light inspires them to rise. Others will sink into it and become your opponents because your light exposes what they refuse to change. Either way, their reaction reveals their path, but it also refines yours. Because each time you encounter envy and choose grace over retaliation, each time you meet resistance and choose focus over distraction, your aura becomes even stronger, sharper, and clearer. Being envied shapes you. It teaches you patience. It teaches you discernment. It forces you to develop self-control because your destiny is too big to be derailed by petty energy. It teaches you to walk alone because your calling cannot always be carried in a crowd. It teaches you to stand tall under the weight of misunderstanding because your life is not about being understood. It is about being aligned. And so, chosen ones, begin to reinterpret every sign of jealousy. When someone speaks against you, say within yourself, "This is my confirmation." When someone tries to discredit you, remember, "This is evidence that my light is reaching further than I know." When doors close, when people leave, when your name becomes a conversation you didn't consent to, breathe and know, this is part of the path of the chosen. Jealousy will never disappear completely. The higher you rise, the more it may increase, but so will your wisdom, so will your protection, so will your blessings. The weight on your shoulders is not punishment, it is preparation for more. Every jealous glance is like a prophecy. It speaks not of your weakness, but of your significance. It whispers to the atmosphere that you are carrying something from heaven that earth cannot easily understand. This is the hidden blessing of being envied. It sharpens you, it filters your environment, it purifies your motives, and it builds the strength you will need for the next level. It does not come to destroy you, it comes to crown you. It is not a sign that you are failing, it is a sign that you are chosen. So wear the blessing, embrace the crown. Walk with the knowing that every reaction to your aura is a chapter in your destiny. You are not here to fit in. You are here to confirm that the light still wins. Your aura is proof. Their jealousy is confirmation. Your life is the sermon. This is the hidden blessing of being envied. Chosen ones, your aura makes people jealous without a reason, because the reason is not in the human world. The reason is spiritual. You carry divine frequency in your soul, and that frequency will always disturb what is false. Never doubt your presence. Never question why people react the way they do. You are chosen, and chosen ones cannot hide. Walk boldly with your aura. Let your light speak louder than words. Let your presence be the sermon. And remember this, their jealousy is not your problem. It is your confirmation. You are the chosen one. This is your message. This is your reminder. And this is your path.